Hello everyone! Once again, I'm Jeremiah Salvador Tuliao from the College of Education and Philippine College of Science and Technology. And right now, I'm going to present to you the process of mitosis and meiosis. But first, let us go to the stages of mitosis, or what we call the cell cycle. Cell cycle has three main stages: the interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis. Did you know that timing it takes for cell divisions depends upon the cell? Some eukaryotic cells can divide in about 8 minutes, while others can be up to a year. Let's go to the stages of interphase. Interphase is the stage where the cell is growing up to before it divides. Yan po yung pinakauna. It's also the period of growth and normal activity, wherein the first stage is called G1 or gap 1. Dito po yung product ng normal growth and carrying out the normal functions in the cell. Second stage is called the S or synthesis, wherein the cell begins to copy its DNA to prepare for divisions. Yan. We call the division chromosomes. And the third stage is called the G2 or gap 2, wherein it prepares for division, protein replication, storing materials for divisions. Let's go to mitosis. Mitosis follows directly behind interphase. Nuclear material divides and separates into opposite ends of the cell. That's the image of mitosis. Let's go wherein the first is the interphase. The cycle start, nakalagay po dyan sa chart. The phase S, or what we call the synthesis. And next is the G2, yan. And the prophase, wherein in the prophase stage, we can clearly say that here in this stage, there is an intact nuclear envelope and condensing chromosome with two chromatids held together at the kinetic core. Yan po. And also, in this place, it developing bipolar spindle. Yan po. And in the metaphase, we can also observe here that the stationary chromosomes aligned at the equator of spindle. And also, nuclear envelope fragment is involved. Yan. And next is the anaphase. The next stage in mitosis, the anaphase. In this stage, it's separated chromatid being pulled toward the pole. It also in the shortening kinetochore microtubule is occur and increasing separation of the poles. Yan po. And also in the part of telophase, nuclear envelope reforming around individuals' chromosomes and unraveling chromosomes. And next is the cytokinesis. Here in this part, the cytokinesis occurs when constricted remains of polar spindle microtubules and also contractile ring creating cleavage furrow. Completed in this stage, it completed nuclear envelope surrounding and revealing chromosomes. And in cytokinesis, it is the stage after division when the parent cell becomes two daughter cells. Yan po. That is the last part actually of the cell cycle. And the daughter cells have the identical nuclei. Let's go to the meiosis one. The interface wherein the chromosomes replicate and chromatin condenses. In prophase 1, wherein pairing of homologous chromosomes occurs, each chromosome consists of two sister chromatids. As homologous chromosomes condense, they are bound together in a process called synapsis, which allows crossing over. Chromosomal segments are exchanged between a pair of homologous chromosomes. Crossing over produces exchange of genetic information. Always remember that crossing over produces exchange of genetic information. In metaphase 1, chromosome centrosomes attach to spindle fibers. Homologous chromosomes line up as pair at the equator. In anaphase 1, homologous chromosomes separate and move to opposite poles of cell. The chromosomes number is reduced from 2 to 1 when the homologous chromosomes separate. In telophase 1, chromosomes reach the cell's opposite poles. And ito na po yung sa part ng last, the cytokinesis occurs again. And in meiosis 2, prophase 2, sa stage ng prophase 2, a second set of phases begins as the spindle apparatus forms and the chromosomes condense. And in metaphase 2 stage, chromosomes are positioned at the equator. Meiosis 2 involves a haploid number of chromosomes. In anaphase 2, sister chromatids are pulled apart at the centromere by spindle fibers and move toward the opposite poles of the cell. And in telophase 2, the chromosomes reach the poles and the nuclear membrane and the nuclear reform. Lastly, cytokinesis results in 4 haploid cells, each with number of chromosomes. Hello guys, I just want to give an impact of this report. How do cells divide? We all know that there are 2 types of cell divisions. First is the mitosis, the second is the meiosis. Most of the time, when people refer to cell division, they mean mitosis, which is the process of making new body cells. While meiosis is the type of cell division that creates egg and sperm cells. Do you understand well our topic for today? Thank you once again and God bless po.